And thanks to Winning Edge Investments, each and every Friday during the spring, Dean Evans will be joining us, one of the best racing minds in the game. And today we are previewing the big meeting up there in New South Wales at Wyong today. It's the Wyong Gold Cup at listed level, and also the Mona Lisa Stakes at listed level for the mares. Good morning to you, Dean. Thanks for your time.
Morning, Gareth. How are you going?
Good, thank you, mate. The Mona Lisa today. It's a pretty handy field. Great News is the favourite. She's come back in good fashion for Kim Moore. Josh Parr takes the ride. Which way are you going there? You've got Charlize, the Victorian mare, at $9, and also More Profits. It's in some terrific form, winning last start in Sydney at $4. How have you assessed this contest?
Yeah, and I looked at an interesting race. There's a fair bit of speed in the event. You've got sort of Best Stone, Hyannis Port, the Tessa will go forward. And then Great News is drawn barrier 12. But I think they're going to push forward and possibly push for the lead. There's a big long run at the 1350 metre shoot at Wyong before the first turn. So they give Josh Parr plenty of time to get across. And I think that's why, after the splashing first up run, the horse is $2.40. But the horse, I think, is going to get a really perfect run, sort of possibly fifth or even just behind the leader if they go really quick is a live deal. This horse, second up last prep, ran third in the Group 1 Surround Stakes, and that was just a really hot field. You had, Forbidden Love won, was favourite for the Coolmore. You had Vangelic, who then placed, or was very unlucky in the Coolmore Classic. Montefilia, Hungry Heart, who won a couple of Group 1s. Dame Giselle, who placed in the Coolmore. Rivali, who won at Kembla. La Mexicana, who won black type races. That was one of the hottest form races of the year last year, that Group 1 Surround Stakes. And Bill ran third in the second up. She won second up the prep before. And her first up run was a lot better than it looks. She settled right at the back and wide. Started really hitting her straps late. Was only beaten 4 lengths in the toy show over an unsuitable 1100. And ran the 10th quickest last 600 to 200 split. So the 1400 is going to suit her. She's going to map perfectly. I think she gets a really positive rider change with Karen McAvoy going on. I think she just maps beautifully. And unfortunately, she was sort of $14 yesterday. And some of my members snapped that up. She has firmed a bit now to $7.50. But I still think that in this race, that she's actually the best horse in the race. And I think the way that she maps, she's the horse to beat at around $7.
All right, then. McAvoy and Sargent combining there around that $7.50 quote. How have you worked out the Wyong Gold Cup? It's $5.50 the field. Dashing Willoughby at back quote. Lure Me In at $5.50. Burdenbeck at $5.50 for Johnny O'Shea. Moomba is at $8. Criminal Code at $10. Perfect Radiance at $10. It's a wide open affair this year for the Cup.
It is a wide open race. The first thing I've noticed in doing some of my historical profiling for this race is that Chris Waller has a pretty good record in it. You can almost call it the Chris Waller Cup. He's won 5 of the last 9 and had 3 close placings in the other years. So this is the race that he targets. I had a close look at all of his runners. I think, Dashing Willoughby is coming up a 300-day break, and although he's trialled well a couple of times, I think he's a bit of a watch and see, particularly at such a short price. Mohican Heights, I think, will probably need another run. And Criminal Code, some hope he sort of gets back and runs on. But the one I'm really keen on is Murvara. He's a horse in his last 2 campaigns. His ratings improve materially run after run. And he peaked when he ran third at Kembla behind Lure Me In and Criminal Code. But his last start in the Premier's Cup, if you watch the replay, he basically just got strung up behind him and never actually managed to get out. He's got Karen McAvoy on here. He maps nicely just to sit midfield and hook outside. And I think at $8, given Chris Waller's record in the race, I think he's the top seed in this race for Chris Waller. And I think he's the one to beat at $8. Again, a good each way bet.
So race 7, number 10 there as well on the Wyong Gold Cup. So it could be a big day, hopefully, for Karen McAvoy. Do you like any other races that we can play in, Dean?
Look, probably the race I'm keen on tomorrow quickly is the Furious Stakes. I'm looking at that race. The Silver Shadow winner leading into that race. In the last 6 Silver Shadow winners that have run, 4 have won the Furious. Another's run second, another ran a close third. Bush Witness, she was very impressive, sitting 3 wide the whole way. First up in the Silver Shadow and put them away and was really strong on the line. I think the way that she maps in this race with a lot of the chances like 4 moves ahead, and she's all class. Even potentially Maj Marty, just all getting a long way back. I think Swift Witness, maps perfectly. And again, sort of that $7-8 is a huge price. And I think the other one for your listeners to take a look at closely is Deanne Andretti. This is a filly that, I think she's a Group 1 filly. She's only had one run and won a maiden at Hawkesbury, but everything she's done in her races and her sectionals and her trials, just to me, this is a horse that we're going to be talking a lot about in the spring. And, whether first up in the strong company, whether this is a race, time will tell, but I think you'll find that she's very good, and Swift Witness and Deanne Andretti at the prices are 2 very good bets in the Furious.
Terrific to get Dean Evans specials here, especially at Wyong, and also having a look at the Randwick meeting tomorrow, Dean. And Winning Edge Investments, for our listeners out there, how do we get involved?
Go to winningedgeinvestments.com. We've got a special at the moment. If they use the promo code RSN, then they get a 50% discount on whatever first membership they try. So winningedgeinvestments.com, go to membership options, and there's a wide range of options for every type of punter.
Terrific, mate. Good luck over the weekend. We appreciate your insights once again.
Thanks, Gareth. Much appreciated.